when we're doing things together, then delays are there. But we want to ensure South Africans and the people from Mpumalanga that there's a lot of progress that has been made. And as you look around yourself, you can see that there's a lot of progress that is here. And the security, you can see there are cameras here. The only thing that was not here was the physical personnel that is here. That means as we're going to be meeting today with the district and the province where the premier is coming, we're going to come with a better way forward to ensure.
Kule nyaka indzaba mbukeli inhlangano ye-Democratic Alliance lekuyi-DA ngalamafisha itsikele ukucikiswa kwemthetho wekuvalwa kwelive kwesikhashana lokumenyetelwe ngumongameli Cyril Ramaphosa itolo kusihlwa akukapheleli njengoba-ke angakakhululeke lelive ngaphansi kwesimo lesibucayi phecelezi state of disaster lekulindeleke sipheleke mhla ka-16 April kulomnyaka losetulu. Kanti-ke Silas Brinki lolunga lephalamende le-DA uchaza kabanti.
Threat that lockdown powers of government will now be landed in permanent law. So even if a national state of disaster is allowed to lapse, the government's intention might be to make these restrictions permanent. But let me just, Tulisizwe, comment on the specifics of what the president announced. So we welcome the opening of sports events and entertainment venues, but those existing limits of 1,000 to 2,000 people will continue to strangle sporting and events industry. We welcome the lifting of mask mandates for indoors, although experts have pointed out that masks don't really make any difference at all, whether you're sitting next to someone in a taxi or in a stadium. We might as well let all mask mandates go. And we welcome the easier access for foreign visitors to the country. As John Steenhuisen pointed out in Parliament just last week, tourist visits in South Africa, only a fraction of what they were before the lockdown.
Emalunga yenhlangano ye-Economic Freedom Fighters abambeke umbhikisho ngaphandle kwenkantolo yamantshi laphana ke-Dobsonville lapho khona-ke umhlali waseSoweto elokishini eteke kutawuvula kecala alivuleleke umholi wenhlangano i-Operation Dudula Hlanhla Lukswa kaDlamini. Dlamini usolwa ngekuhlasela ke likhaya lalomhlali weSoweto aligegeza kulandzela ke tinsolo tekutsengisa ke tidakamizwa phecelezi ama-drugs. Lo mhlali longu-Victor Ramerafe uvuleke licala lekugcekezelwa ke indlu yakhe ngulomholi wedudula operations movement kanti-ke naku lokwenteka ngaphandle kwenkantolo.
Before 2022, that is our sole objective. But as we push that, we must defend these communities from thugs and toy soldiers. In fact, when you see him, you must take off those clothes for him because he's never served in any army. He's a fraudster who today is a pilot, tomorrow is an influencer, the next day is a soldier. He's a con artist and a swindler. So the moment he enters anyone's house, you take off those clothes and you send him home. Because we cannot have people pretending to be soldiers amongst us. Samantha!
Kanti-ke mbukeli-ke ngephetsa nganayike lethi enkhulumeni yakhe lekayithuleke itolo kusihlwa mongameli Cyril Ramaphosa uvakalise ukuthi-ke bantu labasha labaneminyaka lengu-18 kuya-ke laphana-ke ku-35 budzala abafuni-ke kuyawugomela-ke ligciwane le-COVID-19. Kanti-ke Dr. J.O. Barnes wesikhungo semfundo lephakeme laphana-ke Stellenbosch uvakalise naku kulolu dzaba.
Good afternoon to you and to our viewers. Unfortunately, this is the age group that we most often encounter some resistance to any kind of rules or regulations. It's part of becoming a responsible adult to test your limits. So yes, you do find some of the young people simply when there is a law or a regulation made that you should get vaccinated, that they on the spot refuse. However, I want to caution against looking at this young group as if they are homogeneous, a simple group that are the same everywhere. And that is part of my concerns about the few campaigns that there were, very few, to encourage them, sort of treated young people between the ages of 18 and 34 as if they are all the same. Another point that I have noticed communicating with them is that in the beginning, older people, first of all, 70 and above, and then 60 and above, were targeted, and we've actually done very well with them. And that somehow left a large number of these young people thinking, I'm young, I'm strong, I can fight this thing, I don't need to get a vaccine.
Tingako-ke mbukelo we-Channel NTV kulesikhathi ke samanje tindzaba kanti ke letinye utatitfolake laphana-ke ku-4 o'clock utakutfolela tona Chicho kankosi uqhubeke nje uhlale natsi khona-ke la ka-Channel NTV usale kahle.